Hello everybody, today I am very excited to be doing an unboxing of the latest of the Z Flip series, and that is the Samsung Z Flip 7. It arrived today early, which is really exciting, so let's just get straight into the unboxing and first impressions. So let's get right into unboxing the Samsung Z Flip 7. I'm so excited to finally have this phone. I've been planning to get this for over a year because I've been surviving with my very old and very damaged Samsung Z Flip 3, which I got several years ago, and it no longer even opens up straight. The battery is so deteriorated, it doesn't last. I'm always on very low battery with this phone, which has meant that this door-chin phone has become my new everyday phone because it's the only battery that lasts me through the day, and it was my cheap $300 get me through the year option before this phone was released. And so it's been a while since I have purchased a brand new Samsung, and I'm really excited. I also did manage to get it for a little bit of a discount because I signed up for their newsletter, and they do send quite good discounts through their newsletter. I ended up doing two things. I purchased a $20 gift voucher that if you used it for this particular release, that $20 gift voucher would turn into a $100 gift voucher. So basically I paid $20 and got $100 off. Then I also signed up as soon as pre-orders were opened so that I got double the storage because my current phone only has like 250 gig, and this one has double the amount, which is going to be great because my old phone is pretty much full. And so I did end up getting the new Flip for $1,614 because I also got another 5% off by purchasing through the Samsung shopping app. So I just kind of stacked a bunch of discounts, and then I used my savings to justify purchasing a screen protector and one of the clear cases. So let's get straight into it. Ooh, I did get the Samsung exclusive light blue colored phone. I was so devastated that they didn't have a pink, but at least they did have a pastel color, which actually kind of matches my nails today. Whoa, it feels crazy. It's been so long since I've had like a new phone. Okay. So it seems like there's nothing else in the box here, and here we do have something. So let's take a look at what's in the box before we do some satisfying peeling. So it does come with its own USB-C to USB-C cable, and of course the SIM card button thingy, and I think that's about it. We get like the tiniest user manual, which is great because no one ever reads them, so why bother wasting the paper? And now let's take the screen covers off. I don't even want to touch it. I think I need to immediately put on the screen protector that I purchased. Let's do that. What is in this then? All the gear and your little smushy things. You've got your instructions. What is this? I'm so confused. I might actually have to read the instructions. How have I already got a cat hair on the phone? I need to peel this one off first, otherwise I can't fold it in half. The bump is actually like completely not visible. You can see in the light reflection, there's only the slightest like divot in the light. But I do remember my Z Flip 3 was very similar when I first got it, and then as soon as you did that first bend, that's lovely. The size is so funny that it hasn't really changed because the people that get these phones don't want bigger phones. If anything, I wouldn't mind them a bit smaller, to be honest. Okay, so we're doing this way. Well, I guess this is why we get 2 attempts, huh? Second attempt, a lot more successful. So let's pretend like that didn't just take 30 minutes to put on a screen protector, and finish taking off all of the stickers we don't need. Voila! So here we have it, the brand new Samsung Z Flip 7 in the cool mint color, which is a Samsung online exclusive. So you can see that it does have a blue on the sides as well as the back, which I do prefer over a silver. We have the volume buttons on the side as well as the lock button, and on the other side we have the SIM card tray. There's nothing much on the top, and on the bottom we have a USB-C charger as well as our speakers and microphone combo. The phone is genuinely so thin. Let's just compare it to my Z Flip 3 for a sec. It looks to be almost exactly the same in size, slightly wider, but just slightly. And instead of having the cameras stacked on top of each other, they are next to each other, left and right. Then you can see as well that the hinges have improved so much. Like, look at the Z Flip 3, how much space needed to be here for the hinge, whereas here the screen goes almost all the way to the second panel. And if we put a slight curve, you can see how they've made the technology a lot more streamlined. In terms of bending as well, this has quite a nice close to it, and it almost feels like it has like a spring-loaded open. Like, once I've opened it about here, it almost completes the open itself, which is really cool, because with my Z Flip 3, it's quite old, but it's always been very manual in its open and closing. And as you can see, like I mentioned, it doesn't open up all the way straight anymore because it has been dropped. In terms of the width, does that stick? Oh, it's kind of magnetic. That's weird. In terms of the width, it's actually not too different. You can kind of see here, this line's like a mil thinner than this line here. And the edge on the Z Flip 3 is kind of curvaceous, whereas the Z Flip 7 is quite rectangular, angular. But they have pretty much stuck with all of the same designs in terms of where the SIM card tray is, where these like random aesthetic lines are. But I think that's enough for the comparisons. I think we can probably turn it on. I'm going to skip all of the usual setup routine right now because it's going to take a long time to transfer everything off my old phone. So what we're going to do today is we're going to just take a quick look through the features of the phone, look at its aesthetics, and then in the next video I'm going to do a little transformation and kawaiification. I'll be using this phone case and some stickers and some themes and who knows what else, but make sure to stick around for that video as well if you are interested. So they do come with Galaxy AI, but I did read that after 2025, then you might incur charges for using the AI, so I don't particularly want to get used to any of this stuff because I just hate subscription fees. I always do light theme because I'm crazy. I just think when you have a pastel aesthetic, dark mode ruins everything. Okay, so taking care of your phone. The phone is water resistant. Immersion in any liquid other than fresh water such as salt water or alcohol can damage your phone, but I guess you can get caught in the rain and it's no big deal. Well, we're all set up, so let's see what's new. As expected, a lot of the new things are from Galaxy AI, which I expect they'll be pushing out to not just their new phones, but I suppose it comes built in. So this is what I'm interested in. All of the new things for the Galaxy Flip. I've been used to just double tapping to see my notifications, but now I'm actually going to have a whole screen, which means I can see a lot more without actually opening up my phone, but it does mean that I'll probably be more tempted to look at the cover screen because this was like, I would satisfy my urge to know the notification, but I wouldn't be able to do anything more without opening up the phone. But there's a lot of stuff that you can do on the cover screen, so let's hope my screen time doesn't go up like crazy. Oh, you can also have widgets on the cover screen, and a lot of them. Wow, okay. We've got quick info. There's these like emoji wallpapers, which not gonna lie, I think they're kind of ugly because emojis just aren't aesthetic. I wonder if maybe we can, oh, it does look like you can customize them. So maybe if you just use like the cutest emojis, then you can rattle them around. Maybe we'll have fun with those. Oh, that's cool. You can translate a conversation using both screens, meaning if one person is here and one person is here, the translation will face each person. So you can basically have a conversation and read from both perspectives, which looks really cool. Use the cover screen on a table. Oh, I see. That's cool. I do like that. I love having the phone kind of like half open. Got one-handed quick access so that you can pay for things really quickly without having to open the phone. You can call people from the cover screen. That's nice. Take selfies without opening your phone and preview shots is one of my favorite features. I've got it set up on my phone where I double click the lock button and the camera will open and you can take photos that way, and then you can also use it as previews. And it's something I use all the time when I'm taking photos because it just gives you a little glimpse at how the framing is, and you can use the better camera on the back rather than the selfie camera. And I think that's about it for what's new. So let's go home. Nice. Now let's just get hands-on and see if we make any discoveries. It's pretty similar in weight. I don't really notice a difference, but it definitely feels slimmer. I actually probably need to get used to that power. It really does, like, once you reach here, that's on the cusp, and then it opens fully. So it has quite a bit of power, which means you're going to want to be opening it gently at the end. Now let's take a look at the camera. Oh, yuck. I just got met by the most horrible jump scare, but you can open up the camera and basically take selfies using the better lenses because you've got the entire camera screen, hello, on the front, which is crazy. And then the camera opens up if you open up all the way. You can also set the tone for your selfies. I'll just keep it on neutral. And now we have the regular camera on the regular screen. Let's take a regular photo. The 50 megapixel only has 1, 4, and 5 times zoom, while the 12 megapixel has 0.6 all the way to 10. Now, our videos is something I'm interested in because it would be great to know if I could vlog decently with this camera. So let's go full HD, let's go ultra HD. Smooth zoom slider added. Just tap the smooth zoom icon, then drag the slider for a professional steady zoom at any speed. Wow, it actually is quite smooth. The only little bit is when it transitions between the wide lens camera and the regular camera. Pretty nice. Touch and hold a video as it plays to see it in slow-mo. As it plays, oh whoa, that's like mega slow-mo. So that video, it was a minute long and it was almost half a gigabyte, so big files here, but it is Ultra HD, it's basically 4K. Now let's click this button here. Okay, so this is going to take me into basically their equivalent of generative AI, which is what you can get, you know, anywhere these days. Draw around anything you want to move or delete. Okay, and erase. Now the thing is that this isn't new to this generation of phone. My partner got one of the latest, oh wow, that's pretty good. It just kind of generalized the building outside, but nice. As I was saying, this isn't new technology for Samsung. They've had this on their previous versions of phones coming out, and I think this is what they might want to try and start charging people for. So basically get people used to something really fun and convenient and then charge them for it. If you've known me and my channel for a long time, you know that my main interest is making phones cute, and that's why I'm going to dedicate a whole video to changing the icons, changing the theme, changing the launcher, and changing pretty much everything visually about this phone, including screensaver and what this looks like here. So I'll link that in the information here if you want to head straight there. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to do for this first look, unboxing, first impressions video. Overall, I am pretty impressed with the cover screen, and I know this probably isn't new news because people have had the previous iterations of this phone, which has had the screen fully covered for a whole time, But as someone who is coming from a Z Flip 3, it is just such a big change, and I'm really excited to see how I can use this in all of its available ways. And I'm just so excited to have a better camera, a more responsive screen, and double the amount of storage space that I've been used to. And I'm also especially excited to have another new phone that I can decorate and show you all how to make it as cute as possible. So make sure to stick around because I'm going to be uploading next a complete transformation video aesthetically of this phone. I'm quite known for doing these on my channel, so definitely stick around and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll make sure that that one is linked below. But thank you so much for joining me in this unboxing video, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye!